Well, you might not believe it unless I told you, looking at the way things are here today, it is 100% beautiful and gorgeous. But last night we had a bit of a storm. There was a shocking, stonking amount of rainfall. And look, the land is saying, can't take any more. There's no take up in the ground because the ground was already saturated and there's water just running off all over the place and finding its way away from the drainage. Can't get down to the drainage in the ground, out and into the ditches, just wherever it can. It's had too much, it can't take any more. And let's be honest about it, there are times when we ourselves feel just like that. We've had it up to here. Our lives are saturated with the grief and stress and anguish and we've had enough. What you gonna do? Just one of those human things. There are limits to what we can do. There are limits to our resources and our resourcefulness. And we run out of an ability to soak up any more. There's an old piece of farming wisdom that says, every day get off the farm, every week get out of the village, every month get down to town. Well, there are various versions of it around the countryside, but it's a sensible bit of wisdom, and these things, you know, get away, get a change, make a change, have a break from it. These things are really helpful and really useful, but at the end of the day, you got to come back. At the end of the day, you can still come back feeling a bit saturated, and what we really need is a bit more strength to be able to deal with it and cope with it and carry those troubles on downstream and out the way. Temptation, of course, temptation is to panic and to say, I can't do this anymore. Well, hang on a minute, you're not on your own. There's a God who says in his Bible, I won't let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But whenever you're tempted, I'll give you a way out. Turn to me, I'll give you a way out, so you can escape from under it. And I was talking about temptation, and it's when we feel too overburdened and we start to panic, and that's where the temptation thing comes in, because we get tempted to think and to do and to panic and to rush and to get ourselves into more trouble than we were in when we started. It's like when people in a flood in the river. I didn't take any film of this last night because the rain was coming down hard, but that thing was up to the fence there. It was belting down there, and when you fall into a stream like that, sudden shock of cold, temptation is to panic and thrash and whatever, and that's what gets you into more trouble than you were in at the beginning. Panicking and thrashing about. The Bible says, come to me, says God, and I will give you a way out from under that sort of temptation of the panic that comes along when you're overburdened. See, at the end of the day, there are streams to take that flood of things that would otherwise be so destructive away. And out here in the fields, there are drains underneath to carry the things that are coming down out of the sky, the stuff that's saturating the ground, to carry it away, take it far from where it can go on, causing trouble and flooding and causing grief. And yet sometimes, and I was out yesterday myself doing it, you do need that hand, you do need that shovel to come along and just open up a drain that's got a bit clogged, or make a way for water where it's pouring off the land and there isn't a way. Just like back over there under that fence, it had to be led out there with a little bit of ground engineering. Sometimes we need that little bit of external help, and the Lord's saying, look, don't panic, I'm here. There are ways. Turn to me and I won't let you be flooded beyond what you can actually bear. You might need a hand. You might need somebody else coming along with a shovel. You might need that bit of support and encouragement. But the promise of God still stands there for you. Run to him in your trouble, and not because you've panicked. Run and fall into the stream. Run and, like some mad bullock, run into a fence. you know, with God, there's a brighter day beyond it. Simple as that. There's cattle up there on that hill. They weren't enjoying life last night, but the morning has brought them a brighter day, and they couldn't be happier up there now, because they did all the wise things, they did the right things, they did what they knew to do. They didn't go running into fences, and they've ended up having a glorious morning up there in the sunshine that lies beyond the storm. I'm just conscious this may have been a bit of a close to the bone sort of word for the week this week for you. If that's the case, just feel free to get in touch with us. There's a contact form on the website, www.ygrwp.com. You can pick up our thought for the day, which is extended a bit now on the blog. That's welshrev.blogspot.com. Oh, I'll get that right in the titles down there in a minute. And you're really welcome to pick that up. Get in touch with us. There's a contact form on the blog as well. Just if we can be of any help, we can pray for you. Anything you're going through at the moment, please give us a shout. Got a prayer team standing by ready and waiting, and we'd be happy to put the shovel in a bit and ease the channels a bit as we can for you along the way. But the key to it is not us with our shovel on a floody day. The key to it is the one who promises to get us through.